Hey there. A question I've been asked is, why is culture the least understood framework, and why is it the most powerful thing that a CEO can use as a tool? And it's quite simple. When you look in the mirror, you see a physical reflection of who you are. Yet you don't understand your emotions. You can't see your emotions. You can't see your thoughts. You can only see your physical environment. And it's a microcosm of what actually culture is about. How we think and feel is very much what defines behavior. So behavior becomes an output of how we think and feel. And culture is nothing but the alignment on the vision we have, the purposes and organizations, the principles that we agree by. So that as a unified whole, we can actually create a comprehensive and cohesive kind of working environment, because the sum of the parts is greater than the whole. And when we all align to a thought process, to a way of working, to a common understanding, it becomes very, very powerful. As creative human beings, we create our reality in many sense. And this isn't some kumbaya kind of mission statement that comes out of the cosmic lala. It really is about focusing your thinking, because the more that you focus your mind on a certain problem, solution that you need to resolve, or purpose that you want to implement into the world, the more it manifests into the physical reality. And this is why culture is so powerful. Now, as a CEO, I love the idea of culture, and if we can align on how we think and feel, then it makes my job easier, because ultimately, what is my job as a CEO? It's to manage the health of the business. It's to manage and mitigate any risk that comes into the business. And part of this is about human beings. In fact, the large part about it is about human beings. So how do we connect as human beings, and how do we work as human beings? Now in TerraFlow, this is about squads. It's about collaborative work. It's about communication. It's about openness. It's about transparency. And if I can build a culture that embeds those kind of principles, that what we say we will do, we wind up doing, it makes my job a lot easier. I don't have HR issues. I don't have disciplinaries that are having to go on. I don't wind up in front of the CCMA a whole lot of the time. And what it does is it allows us to guide us, and it allows me to steer the ship through very, very subtle levers. And what's critical here is to understand the feedback loops that come into play. So culture is very subtle, because you can't see what you think and feel. You can certainly experience it within you, but looking at you right now, I can't tell what you're thinking and feeling. You can get a sense of what I'm thinking and feeling by my behavior. I'm calm, I'm relaxed, I'm talking, etc., etc. And this is what culture really becomes about. It's a very complex and subtle thing, because at the end of the day, business is about people. And it's about solving problems for other people. It's a two-way exchange. I'll help solve this problem. We have expertise, and you're incentivized and reward us, and it's how the system works. So it's all about people. It's not about shareholder value and free cash flow. Those are very important at a variety of degrees, but you've got to build a sustainable business. And the most powerful way to build a sustainable business is through your people. And this is why, for us at TerraFlow, it is very much around a people-first culture. So how do we focus on our people? And I think, for me, we need to caveat that idea of people first so that it doesn't get misconstrued. It needs to be people first within the context of the well-being of the whole. We've got to be building customer loyalty. We've got to be building customer value. How do we build a culture that's highly engaged, that builds customer loyalty, and ultimately rewards you as an individual to express the potential and find meaning and purpose? So I could go on for days and days and days about culture. When we start aligning our business structure to culture, that's when we start getting exponential culture.